ng 40 to. Pakita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Nawawala ang laro kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to, kahit abutin ng 40 to. Pakita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big.
Walang makakapigil sa aking karera, kahit nasa edad kong ito ang abot 40. Andito pa ang angas at husay talino. Alam yan ng mga nakasabayang taga rito. Kaya pa rin mamanis pag hawak ko ang bola. Hindi magmimintis, tiyak, pasok ang bola. Wala akong sasayangin at aking susulitin. Kung gusto kong manalo, dapat lamang napilitin.
Hindi nawawala ang laro kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to, kahit abutin ng 40 to. Pakita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Hindi nawawala ang laro kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to, kahit abutin ng 40 to. Pakita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big.
Literal na may gulang sa laro, seryoso at hindi nagbibiro. Pag umabak na sa court ay walang sinasalto. Maangas bumalaw, halata na veterano. Nakikipagsabayan, lumalaban hanggang dulo. Kung usapan ay basketball, hindi magpapatalo. Pag minama, sigurado na magtatanda. Pinatunayang alabaw lang ang tumatanda.
Wala ang laro kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to, kahit abutin ng 40 to. Pakita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Nawawala ang laro kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to, kahit abutin ng 40 to. Pakita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big.
Walang makakapigil sa aking karera, kahit nasa edad kong ito ang abot 40. Andito pa ang angas at husay talino. Alam yan ng mga nakasabayang taga rito. Kaya pa rin mamanis pag hawak ko ang bola. Hindi magmimintis, tiyak, pasok ang bola. Wala akong sasayangin at aking susulitin. Kung gusto kong manalo, dapat lamang napilitin.
Hindi nawawala ang laro kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to, kahit abutin ng 40 to. Pakita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Hindi nawawala ang laro kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to, kahit
It is another beautiful night for Philippine basketball as we come to you live inside the West Rembo Sports Complex here in Taguig City for our Wednesday doubleheader for our V Sports 40 and above Basketball League. Earlier, it was the IDD Potella Athletics and the Capital Basketball. Now, it's the Saints Basketball, who has familiar faces, that will be taking up against the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries for the last game of our Wednesday double header. To everybody watching from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Penelope Wilhelmina at your service alongside Coach Dino Ponce Enrile. Coach, magandang gabi. The first game was phenomenal. What do you expect for this game?
Ito magiging exciting to because ang nakikita natin dito, no, as watching the two teams warm up, meron tayong mga familiar faces dito ulit, no? The likes of Bonbon Custodio sa Fire Chief, kasama niya si Willie Wilson. Sa kabila naman, we have Jojo Hate, Ronnie Sagala. Both at their prime, they're really wonders of basketball, no?
Actually, the most interesting part here, but makakasama natin dito on our third member of our group is Francine Capili that will be reporting from the sidelines. But the great thing here, Coach, is the Saints. Nakita ko yung lineup nila kanina. I saw their Renzi, and he used to don the jersey of the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries. But nevertheless, please follow us and support us through our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at V Sports PH. Now, for old time's sake, it's Fire Chief Fire Extinguisher versus the Saints basketball. Now, to officially start our ball game, now turning you over to Jod Alipio for our starting lineup.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here at West Rambo Sports Complex, Taguig City. And this is Big Up 48 of Wild Legends League. And this is our main event for tonight. It's F. Cura Industries FMC taking on Saints Basketball. And now let's meet the starters, beginning with F. Cura Industries FMC. Starting our guard number 13, Bonbon Custodio. The honor guard number 3, Lawrence Warrior. At center number 69, Brian Paundo. At forward number 1, Castello. The other forward number 28, Willie Wilson. The head coach of F. Cura Industries FMC is Eric De La Cuesta. And now here are the starters for Saints basketball. Starting at guard number 27, Ronnie Zagala. The other guard number 7, Romel Mangyat. At center, number 17, Roberto Sayawan. At forward, number 15, Gilbert Malabanan. The other forward, number 19, Ronald Hawkins. The head coach of Saints basketball is Dave Gomez. Officials, Jerry Gabriel, Owing Inductivo, and Jojo Jimenez.
Ipakita mo ang walang makakapigil sa aking karera. Kahit na sa edad kong itong abot 40, andito pa ang angasa. Gustong talino, alam yan ng mga nakasabayang taga rito. Kaya pa rin mamalis, pag-awak ang bola. Hindi magbimintis, pasok ang bola. Wala akong sasadyangin at aking susulitin. Kung gusto ko manalo, dapat lamang tilitin. Nawawala ang laro kapag tumira ay
As we take on the starters for both teams, familiar faces for the side of Saints, it's Ronel Mangyat, Ronald Hawkins, Gilbert Malabanan, Ron Zayawan, and para dito sa Fire Chief F. Cura Industries, still have a lot of familiar faces. Gustilio. Now we're just waiting for the tip-off. Penelope Wilhelmina, alongside with Coach Dino Ponce Enrile and Francine Capili at courtside for this last game.
Itong lineup na to on both teams, both combination of, when I say veterans, veteran na naglaro talaga ng basketball sa school tsaka sa pro ranks, no? Kaya sa Fire Chief, maganda, may Paundo sila na naglaro sa PBA yan. Tapos Willie Wilson, we all know, naglaro din sa PBA yan, tsaka star ng Lasal yan. Tapos Bonbon Custodio, who can forget him, no? Si Bonbon Custodio, naglaro sa Alaska. Dito naman sa Fire Chief, Gilbert Malabanan, Ronnie Sagala, yan ang mga titingnan natin mga players, no?
Is this Paundo related to GP Paundo
Yes,
of the Pampanga
older brother,
Giant
correct. Older brother niya yan. So magaling din yan, ha? Magaling din yung player na yan.
Ano posturang-postura din ni GP eh.
Correct. As we see Bonbon missing his first shot, no?
Sayawan, back to Ronel Mangyat, back to Gilbert Malabanan. That pass is good. Jumper, no go. Rebound, Custodio.
Still both teams, no, trying to warm up, kumbaga, no? Tingnan natin kung anong ibibigay na depensa ng bawat isa.
If I am not mistaken, is that Boss Florence Cura who has been wearing the number 3 jersey?
Ronald
Correct.
Mangyat.
Hindi ko kasi mabasa, medyo malayo din.
Tama
But
siya yun, tama siya yun.
I always see him as a starter for the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries. And now,
Call on number 15, Gilbert
It's-
Malabanan is first.
foul on Coach Gilbert Malabanan. I always called him Coach because, as we all know, he's the head coach of the LPU Pirates, the men's basketball team.
Magaling yan, nung naglalaro sa Perpetual yan, nakalaban namin yan during the year 2000, St. Benilde and Perpetual. He's one of the stalwarts for Perpetual noon, si Gilbert Malaban. Naglaro sa ano yan, if I'm not mistaken, sa Ginebra.
Ginebra, yes. Josh Gustillo knocks down the one. Sayawan back to Ronald Hawkins. Hawkins looking at Mangiat. That was true. Strong of a bounce pass to Mangiat.
12 seconds on the shot clock. 12 seconds to shoot.
A cutter's play for the zone by the Saints. Naka-zone defense ng Fire Chief.
Jumper is good for Ron Sayawan. Alam mo, Coach Dino,
Ronnie
I've
Sagara.
seen this team, this Saints basketball, played with a really jam-packed and a star-studded lineup. Alam mo, alongside with Ron Sayawan dati, si Alvin Vitug. Now-
Alvin Vitug, magaling na player yan.
Now, Vitug, he placed for JC2 Architecture Ushers. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. It's the Capital Legends. No,
One
isang
more,
araw. Legends
Custodio.
Basketball.
Alvin Vitug, something to look forward to, no? Pag naglalaro, magaling na player din yan. Yung nakashoot kanina, si Ronnie Sagala. Magaling na player yan. Underrated, pero maganda jump shot niya, si Ronnie.
Ronald Hawkins, 3.
Look at that. Ronald Hawkins just take that three-pointer with all his confidence.
Shot clock at 20 seconds.
Ngayon medyo active pa, both ends of the floor, no? Sa depensa especially, no? Medyo hindi pa pagod yung mga yan, nag-uumpisa pa lang yan.
Gilbert Malabanan running off against to Ronel Mangiat for that fast break, and it's good.
Ronald Mangyat.
Nasa 6-point lead, being enjoyed by the Saints, no? Pero that wouldn't be for long.
The last time I covered these both teams is ganito naman yung lineup nila. But for Fire Chief F. Cura Industries, there was just a little bit of change in their roster. But this Saints, Coach Dino, ang mahirap dito sa Saints
Ronald
is their
Hawkins.
chemistry. They have been playing 40 and above leagues for quite several times and quite several years na ito na yung lineup nila eh. Gilbert Malabanan was there. They were
Josh
able to
Gustilo.
be in the championship games for 3 consecutive tournaments. So
And that's why they're in the lead, no? Matagal na pala silang magkakasama. So, the chemistry is not anymore a problem for them.
Hawkins will not take the 3. Hesitates on that one. No go. Malabanan on the rebound. Parang tinapik lang naman dun ni Coach Gilbert yon. No effort na jumping anymore. His height advantage is right given there. But
Ryan
Faundo on the
Faundo.
other hand.
A good pass there by Willie Wilson to Faundo, getting their 7th point.
Muntik ko pa tuloy masabi, GP Faundo. I used to cover GP Faundo when he was still playing for Abra, his first team in the MPBL. I think so.
Active pa si GP, sa Pampanga na siya ngayon naglalaro.
Hawkins takes another 3 and knocks it down from the middle.
I think that's his second shot, no? They're leaving him open. Hindi nila kilala si Hawkins, magaling na 3-point shooter yan.
If you were one of the players who guard Ronald Hawkins,
Shot clock at
Ronel
17
Mangiat, actually everybody on the Saints basketball lineup, I know them very well, that pag iniwan mo sila ang open shot, they will knock it down even from a long range.
Actually, may player pang Fire Chief, nagko-coach siya lang muna ngayon, pero alam ko naka-line up yan, si Ronald Tubid.
Oh, it's is that Coach Eric Altamirano? I'm right.
Hindi, kapatid ni kasama ni Tubid, no? That's Eric De La Cuesta.
De La Cuesta.
Yeah.
I'm right on
Magaling yan.
Eric. The Altamirano was wrong. But
Magkasama kami dati ni Eric sa Junior NBA nagtuturo. Magaling magturo at magaling maglaro ng basketball yan.
sometimes nga nakikita ko talaga si Coach Ronald Tubid na naglalaro for Fire Chief eh. But for quite several commercial leagues in the 40 and above, nagko-coach siya eh. Especially for Fire Chief. Ronald Hawkins, his third three-pointer of the ball game. This guy never misses to amaze me in every game that I covered him.
Ang nakakatawa naman dito, pangatlo niya na yun eh. Dapat nung una pa lang, pangalawa pa lang, nadidepensahan na siya, di ba? So, meron pa siya pangatlo. Kaya, iiwan na naman nila, oh.
Will not go for that one. Mangiat, on the other hand, will take the three. Too strong. Hawkins on the rebound. Balik ang bola dito kay Ron Zayawan. Zayawan against one. Jumper. Short. Mangiat underneath. Nakakuha ng rebound doon si Ronel Mangiat.
Follow on number 13.
Ang maganda dito kay Mangiat, hindi siya natatakot kahit veterans yung kalaban niya eh. Sa rebound, si Bon Custodio eh, no? Na-outwork niya eh.
Alam mo, Coach, napag-usapan natin kanina yung mga players na hindi nabigyan ng opportunity during their prime days. Actually, Ronel Mangiat is one of them. Nung na-cover ko si Ronel on other leagues, ang sabi niya sa akin, of course, it's a championship game, so I try to get all the stories possible for every player. No? Sabi niya na, sa ligang barangay lang daw talaga siya kilala sa Kabuyao, sa kanila actually in Laguna. So when Coach Dave Gomez, the former head coach of the Saints basketball, which now is the PCO secretary, sabi niya nung binigyan siya ng opportunity ni Coach Dave, talaga naman daw nag-perform at pinakita niya that he is deserving of the spot where nandito siya ngayon, one of the commercial leagues at nakikilala pa siya, nakakalaro siya on live.
Maayos na, sayang eh, si Mangiat, 40 plus na, pero I'm sure nung kabataan niya, magaling talaga siya. As we see a zone defense being displayed here by the Saints, no? And both teams, platoon substitution.
Yes, and we already approached, already 6 minutes passed by, almost 6 minutes passed by our opening play. 19-7, a 12-point lead for the Saints basketball. Will they take a three here? Or will they go just for an open two? And yes, sir, it's good.
Good ball rotation by the Chiefs, being patient on their offense, getting them 2 points. Don't look now, it's already a 10-point lead.
Oh, there's a couple of substitutions for Saints basketball. Ito na ang sinasabi ko. Everyone. Michael Taniegra, one of the veteran player for Saints basketball. Renzi also checks in for Saints basketball. I said that he used to don the jersey of the F. Cura Fire Chief, fire extinguisher. And before anything else, I would like to greet Coach Dave Gomez, the former head coach of the Saints basketball, which is now the team owner of the Saints basketball, now the Presidential Communication Office Secretary, and also the team owners of the Saints basketball, Boss Edward Salvador, the CEO of Fulitex Philippines, and Boss Ray Panes, the CEO of JRP Builders. Happy watching. They might not be here with their busy schedules, but I know that they are watching live. Happy watching po to all the team owners of Saints basketball. Going back to the ball game, 22-9, still in favor of the Saints basketball. As
Ryan Tolentino.
para dito sa Fire Chief, Coach, yung tinatawag natin na piso-piso, kailangan mapababa nila yung kalamangan dito.
Maganda ginagawa nila. They're moving the ball very well. And now they have a fast break opportunity.
As a miss there, but Renzi, agawan siya doon, but that was the last touch for Fire Chief F. Cura Industries.
Ngayon, medyo mataas ang adrenaline ngayon ng both teams kasi fresh legs eh. Both squads eh. Now, what I'm looking for here is the Saints yan. Yung may hawak ng bola, si Jojo Hate. Magaling na basketball player yan nung nasa Adamson.
11-point lead. Jojo Hate used to play for Binyan and another 40 and above basketball league. And
Yes.
he is the first MVP of that league. He is the first most valuable player, the inaugural MVP of that league.
Sayang lang siya because yung height niya sa posisyon niya, medyo maliit siya sa posisyon niya eh. He's a power forward pero ang height niya parang mga nasa 6 lang o 6'1 lang eh.
Mas
Pero
matapat
well
sa
built
kanya.
talagang ano siya. Talagang maayos maglaro yan.
Reynard Llanes is first.
Alam mo kung titignan mo din talaga itong mga naglalarong to,
The
hindi mo
Raiders are
akalain
on Dwight
coach na 40
Velasquez.
and above eh. Ang bibilis pa. And look at their faces, baby faces, everyone in them.
Well, as the saying goes, no, life begins at 40. So mga, sabi nga lang, age is just a number. Diba?
And 'di ba nga ang pagiging may edad daw ay parang wine. 'Di ba?
Correct.
Ang wine mas masarap kapag mas matanda.
Correct. Kaya ako proud ako, matanda ako eh. Anyway, back to the ball game, no? We see a 15-point lead.
2 minutes and 24 seconds left on our opening play. Balik ang bola dito for the Fire Chief. Llanes hands it up to Ryan Tolentino. Tolentino against 3. Will knock down the mid-range jumper against Hate. Llanes will take the three-pointer. It's short. Rebound Renzi. Renzi against 2. His former teammates was guarding him. Taniegra off to Hate. Jojo against 2. Scoop shot. Oh, that will happen when preparation meets opportunity.
That's what I'm talking about when when it comes to Jojo Hate. His height is only a 6'1", pero he moves well underneath the basket, mga post moves. As we see an end one situation for Jojo Hate.
With his height and his athleticism. 28
Timeout.
to 11.
Ascura in the
17-point lead para dito sa panig ng Saints basketball. A minute and 49 seconds remaining.
Ipakita mo ang Ipakita mo ang Ipakita mo ang Hindi nawawala ang laro Kapag tumira ay lagi paso Pumapalagay kanino to Kahit abutin ang 40 to Talagang angas dito sa big Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big
Going back inside the West Rambo Sports Complex here in the beautiful city of Taguig. A minute and 49 seconds remaining. 29 to 11, an 18-point lead. The marquee matchup, Willie Wilson against Gilbert Malabanan. Willie Wilson used to play for the Phoenix Fuel Masters in the PBA. Gilbert Malabanan used to play for the Perpetual Altas as well as with the Barangay Ginebra in the PBA. Llanes missed that 3.
Magandang matchup yan, no? Willie
13
Wilson and
seconds on the
Gilbert
shot clock.
Malabanan.
13 seconds to shoot.
Both at their prime, no? They're the talk of the town, no? During their heydays.
Actually, itong si Coach Gilbert talaga din namang
Ryan
walang
Tolentino.
kupas pa rin.
Yeah, talking about Wilson, nagko-coach din siya. He's now a part of the coaching staff sa Xavier
Michael
Basketball
Taniegra.
School.
At least they are still doing what they love.
Correct.
They're still in line of basketball. Sidestep, no go. Last touch by Hate, I believe.
The Fire Chief trying to be aggressive, extra aggressive
14
now, no?
seconds to shoot.
With the big lead being implemented by the Saints, no?
31 to 13, still in favor of the Saints.
Ryan Tolentino.
Ryan Tolentino knocks that jumper. A minute and 3 seconds remaining. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Taniegra knocks down the
Michael
3.
Taniegra. 3.
It's
You know-
the 5th three-pointer for Saints basketball.
Yun ang masakit, no? Makakascore ka, 2 points, okay, pero mati 3 points lang ka naman ng kalaban.
Maghahabol ka na naman ulit.
Naghahabol ka na naman.
42 seconds. Jumper. Yes.
Ern Todo.
But you know, the good thing for Fire Chief Fire Extinguisher is their perimeter shooters. Diba, Coach? Kahit hindi ka man nag-attempt ng 3-point shot, a point is still a point. Jojo Hate misses that one. Renzi on the rebound. Renzi knocks it out to Taniegra. Taniegra for 3 once again, and it's good!
Michael Taniegra.
The Saints basketball has been phenomenal on the Rainbow territory.
I won't be surprised during the half. The big difference is the 3-point shots.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
all in favor of the Saints.
20-point lead But there was a foul even
Foul on number
before
36,
the,
of Brian
the
Velasquez
clock
Spurs.
winds down.
The red rose
So
for
this could
Kurt
be
Podo.
an 18-point deficit separating these two, or this could be a final 20 at the end of our first quarter. Ronald Todok. Hindi ko lang alam kung tama yung Todok, pero kasi pare-parehas sa R yung start ng
totoo.
pangalan nila dito. Coach
Totoo.
Ronald Tubid, Ryan Tolentino. But I know R din yung start nito kay Todok. And yes, it is. It's an 18-point deficit para dito. Just a 19-point deficit ending our first quarter. But let's take a look at this jumper from Ryan Tolentino. That was one of the things that the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries should be grateful is their perimeter shootings. And laro nila sa ilalim. Tolentino has been phenomenal even before the start of this ball game. Taniegra next down to 3. That's why it's a 19-point deficit for Saints entering our second quarter of this ball game. Coach Ronald Tubid plays as the head coach of the Fire Chief
Second
F.
quarter.
Cura Industries.
May trivia ako tungkol dyan.
Ano yung
Coach
coach?
Ronald. Alam mo ba nung naglalaro siya sa PABL pa o PBL?
Okay.
Ang tawag sa kanya, The Saint.
Bakit?
Kamukha niya si Lorenzo Ruiz. totoo yun.
I see. Yung,
Tapos ang kalaban niya ngayon, The Saints.
yung beard kasi, beard. Kasi,
Tapos ang kalaban niya, The Saints. Di ba?
that's what, let's not differ from San Lorenzo Ruiz.
Yeah.
Going back here for the Saints basketball. Oh, akala ko magti 3 points na naman.
Shot clock violation.
Now we have we see a different lineup for the Fire Chief. No, we have Coach Chongko, number 33. He's coaching the Northport also, and we have Bolocon. He's a good, tremendous perimeter shooter. And for the Saints side, they have their big man, Philip Butel. No, he used to play for the Santa Lucia and the PBA.
Talagang labanan pala to ng mga veterano in the basketball. As another missed for Saints basketball. But there was a counter steal para dito sa
Good
Saints
perimeter
basketball.
Ruben
And they were
Sabanya.
able to knock down that jumper. 39 to 19, 20-point lead. It was a 19-point deficit when we enter our second quarter.
That was a good high
That
and
is
low
good
play.
for Ichi Relova.
Fire Chief realizing that the Saints are implementing a
Foul
2-3
on number
zone.
16.
They made a post
Gilbert
play for the
Desangano is
low
first.
post area coming from the high post.
Bonus free throw for
Gilbert
Ichi
Desanganio. It was the height difference which makes it harder for him to defend. That's
Correct.
why sumabit siya doon sa kamay. 39 to 21. 18-point lead para sa Saints basketball. 8 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. Sideline inbound. Para dito sa Saints basketball. Balik ang bola. Three-pointer. In and out.
The Fire Chief also implementing a 2-3 zone of their own, being successful at that end.
39 to 21 still. Jumper from the mid-range. No go. Rebound dito for the Saints basketball. Ooh, what a nice pass.
Good intention, good pass.
Shot clock at 18 seconds.
But now let's start it over to our courtside reporter, Francine Capili, for her report on Coach Chad Sarmiento of the Saints basketball. Francine?
Foul on number 20, Bill Dalisay is first. Shot clock at 21 seconds.
Man nadadagdag at nawawala, their conditioning and their mindset stays the same. Now back to Coach Dian Pen.
Thank you so much, Francine, on that update for Coach Chad Sarmiento. 39-21. Coach Chad Sarmiento has been assisting the Saints
Roman
basketball
Zavalla.
ever since. Now he steps up as the head coach. Alam mo, Coach, itong Saints basketball, hindi lang itong 40 and above yung program nila. They have 21 under, 18 under, 23 under, and I believe so that they
All
also
number
have
three.
a team in the junior
Michael
MPBL.
Salatan is first.
That's why it's actually a sports, what do you call it? A
Shot
sports club
clock, 14
in
seconds.
Buti
for
nga
the-
ngayon itong basketball natin, no, meron na tayong malalaking liga for that the younger kids, no, the younger generation, no. Kasi ito ang basketball dati laro lang yan but ngayon it's already an occupation. Pwede mong gawing hanap buhay talaga
Actually, alam mo, Coach, ang other side daw ng basketball besides hobby is business. Of
Correct.
course, our players playing in the pro, it's their work, no? It's our
Correct.
job. Tayo dito, the production, everything here is a job that we love. And we are thankful na nakakapagtrabaho tayo, even as basketball players, on a thing
Only
that we
call
love
on
and
number 9.
we're most passionate
Passes
about.
first.
Malaking bagay talaga yan. Miski sa ako, natutuwa ako, dati PBA lang tsaka PABL. Ngayon,
Shot clock at 19
may NBL,
seconds.
PBL, no, at
Lahat may
different
B.
ages. Oo, different ages. So, basketball has been pinagkakakita, hanap buhay na.
Back here, the 6 minutes and 27 seconds remaining, 41-21. Medyo
Foul on number
nag-iba
3,
yung facing ng
Michael
Saints
Solatan,
basketball. Nung nagpalit sila ng tao dito entering
line,
our
shooting
second
two,
quarter.
Ichi
But
Aloha.
it's a good thing for Coach Chad Sarmiento. Pinapahinga niya dito itong starting gunners niya, Gilbert Malabanan, Ronald Hawkins, Renzi. Mamaya naman, when things patch up with them, I think they're going to back here. As we can see in our screens, Coach Ronald Tubid, Coach Eric De La Cuesta, heading the F. Cura Fire Chief.
Tsaka maganda dito sa The Saints, no? Kanina, nawala yung kanina 3-point shots, di ba? Ngayon nawala. Pero if you notice, katulad si Saballa, nakakadalawang perimeter shots na yan
Ooh, that was a
Michael
really good move.
Solatan.
So, ngayon naman yung 2-point shots nila ang gumagana, di ba? So, kumbaga, well-rounded yung offense itong Saints na to
At kung titingnan mo rin, parang hindi tayo nagko-cover ng 40 and above I
Oo.
feel like we're covering an amateur league here, or more like of a pro league.
Correct. Mabibilis pa rin
Look at that. Look at the flexibility of each team.
Roman
Saballa, that's his
Zavalla.
third shot already. 6 points na yan sa perimeter.
That fadeaway jumper from Zabalia. 45-21, 5 minutes and 28 seconds. The defense by the Saints, ang linis. Look at that. This must be a turnover. And yes, it is. Desenganyo, I believe. Balik ang bola kay Zabalia. Will he go again for another one? Oh!
Roman Zavalla.
I think that's not
The
lucky.
third substitution.
It's not
That's
lucky.
already-
I
that's
think
already
ganun
8
talaga
points.
siya kumuha ng shot niya.
And I think there's a foul na hindi nakita ng referee. Pero nonetheless, it went in.
47-21. 5 minutes and 9 seconds remaining at the time that the F. Cura Fire Chief alarmed themselves. They called a timeout here. 5 minutes and 9 seconds.
Na may kulang sa laro. Seryoso, hindi nagbibiro. Pag umapak na sa court ay walang sinasato. Maangas gumalaw, halata na veteran.
Ronald Hawkins talking to one of our officials. I think Coach Dino dinidiscuss ni Ronald Hawkins dun yung sinasabi mong possible foul on that shot by Zabalia. Because I believe so that Ronald Hawkins plays as or stands as the team captain for the Saints basketball. Ito na, balik na ang gunners and starters para dito sa Saints basketball. A miss by Hawkins and a rebound by Gilbert Malabanan. Balik na naman dito ang bola for the Saints. In and out. I thought so. It's still Ronel Manguia to get the rebound, but Hawkins on the other end. Nandun agad siya. Gilbert Malabanan now with the basketball. Pass to Hawkins. Balik kay Zabalya ang bola. Not a good finish for the Saints basketball. Tolentino now. Ooh, what a beautiful move, but a sorry miss for Tolentino.
Ryan
And the reverse layup is now
Tolentino.
good.
Yung palitan ng transition doon, both offense and defense, maganda. I'm surprised, at 40, ganda ng takbuhan nila, no? Nagkataon lang na maganda yung takbo ng kabila, yung Fire Chief getting 2 points, no?
47-23, Gilbert Malabanan hands it off to Ronel Manguiat for that long three, no go. Rebound by Fire Chief. Ryan Tolentino, ooh, that swing.
Ryan Tolentino.
Right now, Fire Chief is trying to push the ball quicker compared to last quarter.
Hawkins wasn't able to knock down that jumper. Napatingin siya dito. Ryan Tolentino for straight 6 points possible.
I think that's a 6-0 run for the Fire Chief, or 4-0 run for the
Timeout
Fire Chief.
Saints basketball.
That's why the Saints made a timeout.
After the timeout of F. Cura, Fire Chief, it alarms the Saints basketball. Now they call the timeout here. 3 minutes and 26 seconds remaining.
Pumapalagay kanino to, kahit abuti ng 40 to. Pakita mo ang
Gilbert Malabanan on your screens. The head coach of the LPU Pirates, Willie Wilson, our marquee matchup for today's ball game. And Coach Dino, earlier yung timeout ng Fire Chief F. Cura Industries was during the 5 minutes and 9 seconds as Deseng Gilbert Ronel Manguiat rather knocks down that three. Going back sa sinasabi ko, on the 5 minutes and 9 seconds mark, yun yung timeout ni Coach Ronald Tubid, 6-0 run. And tingnan natin dito kung ano magiging resulta ng timeout ni Coach Chad Sarmiento for the Saints
Kailangan niya
basketball.
talaga mag-timeout si Coach Ronald because malaki na yung lamang So, kailangan bilisan nila yung takbo ng bola, yung takbo ng pasa.
Nonetheless, it's still a 21-point lead for the Saints basketball. The closest they have is 10. Manguiat hands it out. Oh, it's a beautiful play for the Saints basketball.
What the Saints are doing best is they're moving the ball very well, trying to hit that extra pass, making the open man free and making a good shot, no?
I couldn't help but notice, Gilbert Balamaran was the one who scored in there. Tapos makikita mo na agad siya on the other end for the defense. At nakakuha siya ng steal doon.
Kasi si Gilbert, during his heyday, hindi lang naman scorer yan. Defensive stopper yan So, nasa jeans yan talagang bababa sa depensa
Ito yung sinasabi ko, Coach, na every time I covered Coach Gilbert Malabanan, lagi kong sinasabi, walang kupas. He can do a double-double performance, even a triple-double performance, rebounding, assisting, and even in scoring.
Pwede pa talaga yan si Gilbert. Sa mga gatong liga, angat pa yan Actually, sa totoo lang
Foul on number
itong
19.
40 and above league,
Ronald
pagka
Hawkins
nakalaro ka
hits
ng pro o ng PBL or ng eskwela,
At the
angat ka
line,
kagad Bakit?
Ryan Tolentino.
Kasi naturuan ka ng organized basketball Naturuan ka ng basics ng mga coaches mo And this is where you apply them Sa dami ng panahon na naglalaro sila throughout, nasa genes na nila yan
Coach Eric De La Cuesta, Coach Ronald Tubid, and Boss Florence Cura on the side of Coach Eric De La Cuesta.
Nakita mo, nagbabatian sila kahit magkalaban, no? Bakit? Kasi ngayon, basketball,
It's a friendly competition.
it's a
above
friendly
all.
competition. Pag tumanda ka talaga magkakaibigan na lang talaga kayo
Ronald Hawkins, guarded by Josh Gustillo here. Manguiat will take the three, and he will not make it this time. But there's a foul on Coach Gilbert Malabanan. It's his
All
second.
number 15.
Well, it was a duty
Gilbert
foul, no?
Malabanan,
Just to stop
his
the
second
fast break, no?
penalty.
Because the fire chief, as you mentioned earlier, nung nag-timeout, nag-6-0 run,
Oh,
they're trying to run every time na
1-1 Custodio.
every time the Saints miss, they try to run.
Bonbon Custodio knocks down the first one. It's still a 19-point lead. The closest they have to the Saints is 10. A minute and 25 seconds remaining here at the first half. 34 to 52, down to 18. Sayawan. Zagala rather.
Mentioning it's a one down play, no? Let's see what it is.
Hawkins will take the three from the right corner. No go, Mangiat. With the last touch on the basketball.
So yung one down play nila for a zone, you see Hawkins being free at the corner, no? Unfortunately, it just didn't went in, no? It didn't go in.
A minute and 8 seconds remaining. Balik ang bola dito for the Saints. Mangiat running against three. Nasipa ni Mangiat doon ang bola. That's why another turnover for them.
Ngayon, zona-zona na lang ang laban nila ngayon. Medyo pagod na rin sila siguro.
Malamang nag-iipon ng lakas itong Saints basketball para dito sa ating second half. 13 seconds on the shot clock for the Fire Chief. Ooh, that was a lucky shot.
What a move by Willie Wilson. No? Spin move, up and under,
Michael Tanyegra is second.
getting a basket, and an
Bonus
end one
break for
situation.
Willie Wilson.
Kita mo, may galaw pa eh, di ba?
3-point play is complete for Willie Wilson.
Correction, last ball on number 17.
Zagala.
Ganda Sayawan is first.
Idadala ng bola para dito sa Saints basketball. Hands it off to Mangiat, to Zagala. Zagala will take the three. No. Passes it to Mangiat. Mangiat will try to hand it off to Hawkins, to Zagala. And it knocks down
Odi Zagala.
the two-pointer.
That's a timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout being called by Coach Eric De La Cuesta.
52 to 37 in favor of the Saints basketball with 19 seconds remaining on our first half.
Well, talking about the Saints, though, one thing good about the offense patterns of the Saints, though, they're just moving the ball around. No, they're trying to make the defense of the Fire Chief pinapagod nila yung defense. Move the ball around, make that extra pass, and getting that open look.
And of course, don't miss to follow us on our official social media handles, on our Facebook at V Sports Basketball, and on our Instagram and YouTube at V Sports PH to keep updated on our game schedules, upcoming tournaments, and our updates mula dito sa ating V Cup 40 and above Legends Basketball League. 14 seconds left. What will the Fire Chief will do here? They will go for that quick two. No go. Ronald Hawkins has 6 seconds here. He's guarded by Ronald Tolentino. Ryan Tolentino rather. At nakapagbigay pa ng foul doon si Ryan Tolentino. Good thing is, they still isn't in the penalty. And 0.5 seconds remaining.
That was a good run play, no? Kahit sandali lang, no? 0.5 seconds, no?
And then in the first half,
As we see the Fire Chief trailing by 37 to 54.
54 to 37. 17-point lead para dito sa Saints basketball entering and ending our first half as we take a look at Fire Chief Fire Extinguisher. Yung trabaho nila sa ilalim, this is what keeps them still in play. But Ronel Mangiat, Ronald Hawkins, Ron Zagala, Gilbert Malabanan, their three-pointer and their aggressiveness out inside the paint makes this ball game not feasible for the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries. 54 to 37 is our count at the end of the first half. Don't go away. Magbabalik po ang V-Cup Sports 40 and above Basketball League.
abot 40. Andito pa ang angas at husay talino. Alam yan ng mga nakasabayang taga rito. Kaya pa rin mamanis pag hawak ko ang bola. Hindi magmimintis, tiyak, pasok ang bola. Wala akong sasayangin at aking susulitin. Kung gusto ko manalo, dapat lamang napilitin. Hindi nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Hindi nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big.
Literal na may gulang sa laro. Seryoso't hindi nagbibiro. Pag umapak na sa court ay walang sinasanto. Maangas gumalaw, halata na veterano. Nakikipagsabayan, lumalaban hanggang dulo. Kung usapan ay basketball, hindi magpapatalo. Pag minama, sigurado na magtatanda. Pinatunayang alagaw lang ang
Hindi
tumatanda.
nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Walang makakapigil sa aking karera. Kahit na sa edad kong ito ang abot 40. Andito pa ang angas at husay talino. Alam yan ng mga nakasabayang taga rito. Kaya pa rin mamanis pag hawak ko ang bola. Hindi magmimintis, tiyak, pasok ang bola. Wala akong sasayangin at aking susulitin. Kung gusto ko manalo, dapat lamang napilitin. Hindi nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Hindi nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big.
Literal na may gulang sa laro. Seryoso't hindi nagbibiro. Pag umapak na sa court ay walang sinasanto. Maangas gumalaw, halata na veterano. Nakikipagsabayan, lumalaban hanggang dulo. Kung usapan ay basketball, hindi magpapatalo. Pag minama, sigurado na magtatanda. Pinatunayang alagaw lang ang
Hindi
tumatanda.
nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa big. Walang makakapigil sa aking karera. Kahit na sa edad kong ito ang abot 40. Andito pa ang angas at husay talino. Alam yan ng mga nakasabayang taga rito. Kaya pa rin mamanis pag hawak ko ang bola. Hindi magbimintis, tiyak.
And we're back for a halftime interview here at the VCOP 40 and Up Legends Basketball Tournament. I'm joined by the team owner of Fire Chief Basketball, Florence
Well, this team has been for a while, has been with me for a while. Probably this is our third season together. So we'll just take it one game at a time.
Now po, paano po yung magiging approach nyo or yung mindset nyo coming into this league?
So we usually have a practice one times a week. And then medyo matagal na rin kasi kami magkakasama. So yung familiarity nandun na.
Is there anyone you would like to greet, thank, or kahit i-shoutout po?
Of course, my wife Marian, who is watching right now, and to my kids Florian, Oscar, and Marens, and of course to the families of Fire Chief.
Again, thank you so much po. Tumutok lang po kayo because we will be back after our halftime.
Hindi nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ang 40 to. Kita lang ang angas dito sa biga. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa biga. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa biga. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa biga.
Literal na may gulang sa laro. Seryoso at hindi nagbibiro. Pag umapak na sa court ay walang sinasanto. Maangas gumalaw, halata na veterano. Nakikipagsabayan, lumalaban hanggang dulo. Kung usapan ay basketball, hindi magpapatalo. Pag minama, sigurado na magtatanda. Pinatunayang alabaw lang ang
Hindi
tumatanda.
nawawala ang laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to.
Going back inside the West Rembo Sports Complex here in the beautiful city of Taguig for our Wednesday doubleheader. Our last game is Saints basketball versus the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries. At the end of the first half, 54-37 is our tally. But first and foremost, before everything else, I would like to greet our sponsors for making this league possible and working and making us here today is the 0107 Management, the V-Works, the JVC Industries, the official sports wear and the official outfitter of the V-Cup Sports is the Kalos PH Sportswear, and the 10 years after bar and restaurant where they held the meetings para dito sa ating V-Cup Sports Basketball. As you can see on our screens, Boss Florence Cura alongside with Coach Eric De La Cuesta. I couldn't recall the name of one of the man that's sitting behind Boss Florence, but I believe so that he's also an assistant coach for the Fire Chief. Balik ang bola dito for the Saints. Desengaño. Balik ang bola for Renzi. Will not take that jumper. Balik ang bola for Gilbert Desengaño and he knocks down that fadeaway jumper.
Again, no, the ball rotation, hitting that open man, making that extra pass is working wonders for the Saints, no?
And of course, we would like to thank Mayor Lani Cayetano, Vice Mayor Arvin Ian Alit, Congressman George Bocobo, and SDO of the Taguig is Miss Bing Victoria, alongside with our guest earlier is the Barangay Captain, Leo Bes. Kasama niya rin kanina ang kanyang may bahay na si Councilor Aini Delara. Bes, na nanood dito kanina ng ating first game. Bes, beside their busy schedule, they were able to support this V-Cup Sports.
Just a 17-point lead enjoyed by the Saints, no? Right now, it's a man-to-man matchup being applied by the Fire Chief.
39-56. Renzi, balik ang bola kay Jojo Hate, who commits a traveling violation there. Alam mo, Coach, madami ngayon nagkakamali na player, even in the pro. Kahit kayong mga coaches nagtataka kayo, alam nyo hindi traveling eh. Kasi dati, di ba, iba yung rules ng traveling. Di ba, lately nagbago?
Nagbago. Ngayon, kailangan, pagka hinawakan mo yung bola, you still have 2 steps. So, nag-dribble ka, on the run ka, nag-dribble, tapos pagkahawak mo ng bola, you still have 2 steps. So, yun, hindi traveling yun, no? Pagka nag 3 steps onwards yun, traveling yun. So binago na nila eh. Pati sa, ang parating nagkakamali dyan, yung change of pivot. Diyan nagkakamali referee. Like what we saw earlier with the Jojo Hate. Nag-change siya ng pivot eh.
Kaya tinatanong ko sa'yo kasi nag-one dribble siya. Ginaya niya kung ano yung ginawa niya earlier on that call.
Yung kanina kay Jojo, kung nauna yung dribble bago yung step, okay yun. Kaso, nung binaba niya yung bola, hindi pa bumabagsak yung bola sa floor, nag-step na siya eh. Kaya hindi counted as one dribble yun.
Alright. So going back here, Desengaño, Renzi. It's a change of facing for Saints basketball na si Renzi ang nagbababa ng bola. Desengaño almost knocks that bank shot but couldn't get in. 58-41. But nevertheless, it's still a lead for the Saints basketball. Renzi up against his former teammates. Willie Wilson kicks it out. Three-pointer, it's good.
Maso,
Para dito.
si Maso really can hit that shot. I think he's the Maso who played for, if I'm not mistaken, sa Perpetual. Or Perpetual or Mapua. Basta may Maso na magaling dati. No? Sigurado isa siya doon. Siya yun. Magaling na shooter yan.
Hate knocks it out, kicks it out to Renzi. Balik kay Hate ang bola. Jojo will take the long three. Nagkamali ng pasa doon si Jojo Hate. Or I said a miscommunication for the sign of Saints basketball. And of course, that was a good scoop shot if in any case. But nevertheless, nakakuha doon ng free throw itong Fire Chief. And of course,
Number 9, Jojo Hate, second substitution.
Earlier, we see Willie Wilson complaining about a hacking foul pero hindi nakita ng referee, no? If you notice, Bombo is trying to push that ball, no? Because still a big lead for the Saints.
it is still a pretty big lead. We already approached the 6 minutes of our third quarter, 58-44. But when we entered this, Coach Dino, it was an 18-point lead. Now it's down to 14. It's actually a good sign for the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries.
Ang maganda kasi dito ginagawa ng Fire Chief is they're trying to push the ball every time the Saints miss their shots, no? Kaya medyo naibaba nila ng 14. Tama ba?
58-44. Bonbon knock that fadeaway jumper.
Yeah na, slowly but surely, no? Bonbon is taking charge, no? Bringing down the ball, setting up. This time, he took matters to his own hands, cutting the lead to 12.
I couldn't help but notice na kapag third quarter at ikaw ang team na lamang when you ended the first half, nag-iiba yung facing mo when you enter the second half.
Medyo nagpapahinga ka kasi you have that luxury because you're leading a big margin, di ba? So you have that luxury of relaxing a bit.
Shot clock pointed.
Kasi pag tinodo mo yan, okay lang naman. Pero syempre, we're in this league, this is 40 above, may fourth quarter pa eh. So nagre-reserve pa ng konting energy ang mga yan.
It's a substitution for Coach Chad Sarmiento, Desengaño and Renzi. Nagpahinga muna dito. Gilbert Malabanan and the three.
Balik tayo sa first five ng Saints. Yan ang first five nila kanina eh.
It was just a different this time. Ronel Mangiat isn't inside.
Okay.
Gilbert Malabanan back to Hawkins. Their connection is inadmissible. Three-pointer, no go for the Saints this time. 58-46, a 12-point lead for the Saints. The closest that the Fire Chief has to them is 10. Now the lead is cut down to 10 after that shot from Bonbon Custodio.
His second.
Again, as I was saying, Bonbon Custodio, being the veteran that he is, trying to create situations for their team to score, as we see an end one situation for him,
It's Bonbon on the free throw line. Makes and completes the three-point play.
Si Bonbon, pag nakita mo maglaro, parang mabagal Pero lumulusot siya
Nag-iiba yung facing niya pag nandun siya sa opensa eh. It's a 9-point lead. The biggest they had is 20. Now the closest they have is 9. Hate misses that one. Ball goes back to the Fire Chief. They can make here a quick 3. Custodio, yun yung sinasabi mo doon kanina, Coach. That Bonbon.
3 seconds violation.
Diba? Veterano maglaro. Lahat ng galaw. Walang ano eh. Walang sayang na galaw.
But a 3-second violation para sa Fire Chief F. Cura Industries.
Still a manageable lead, no? Just a 9-point lead. Kaya pa ng Fire Chief yan. We're just in the third quarter. With still 3 minutes and 50 to go.
Actually, Coach, na-limit nila dito yung Saints basketball into just 4 points? I believe so. Yeah, because we entered our third quarter with 54 on the tally sheet of the Saints.
Correct. Kasi, as I mentioned earlier, there's still a fourth quarter. Pagka lamang ka na malaki, the tendency is you have that luxury to be complacent.
As I think there was a review here on that last call. So our referees are approaching here to take a look at our review. There was a challenge requested by Coach Ronald Tubed and the rest of the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries. As we take a look at that one.
Isa pa.
Look at that. Gilbert Malabanan on that one. I think they're asking if there is a foul on that contact
Why? Come on.
or the last ball touch. I believe so, the last ball touch.
Oh, white. No?
Yeah. It is. It's clear. It's
The challenge made by
the last touch.
is successful. Shot clock at 11 seconds.
Oh, it was Coach Chad Sarmiento's challenge. I stand corrected by. I thought it was Coach Ronald Tubed who asked that one, but it was the Saints basketball. 49-58, jumper, still no go. And let me remind you, Coach Dino, in the span of 7 minutes, it's just 4 points para dito sa Saints basketball.
Kaya nga, slowly but surely, no, the Fire Chief are doing wonders for themselves, no? Being patient enough to make that shot.
Rebound by the Saints. Ronald Hawkins running away. Passes it on that jumper. Still no go. Ronald Hawkins. They try it underneath.
Hawkins has been silent for the couple of minutes, huh?
Let me correct myself. Is it 3 or 4? 4 made.
Four made the three-point shot. And after that, he was silent. He couldn't buy a basket.
58-49. Just a 9-point lead para dito sa Saints basketball. They can go here for a 3 or a quick 2. What will they do here? He passes it outside, 3-pointer, and it's no go, but the rebound and ball stays with the men in white. That cut underneath, still no go. Last touch by the Fire Chief, F. Cura Industries.
Sorry miss for Chongson, no? Chongko. It was a good cut and a good pass, but it was a sorry miss for him.
2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Still a 9-point lead. Napako na tayo dito for over 2 minutes on this tally. Hawkins to Gilbert Malabanan, finds Mangiat underneath, pero kapos.
Good hustle there by the Fire Chief.
Ang ganda na sana ng cut ni Mangiat doon, pero kinapos lang siya on that one. And an offensive foul called on Bonbon.
Referee calls an offensive foul by Bonbon, trying to ward off with his right hand.
Last 2 minutes of our third quarter rather. As we take a look at that one, Siko kasi coach eh, no?
He extended his elbow, his forearm. That's why it's called an offensive foul.
Zagala checks in for the Saints basketball. Working here with Gilbert Malabanan, Ronald Hawkins. That beautiful cut from Hawkins. They thought
Miscommunication there.
it was Zagala who will take the long three, but that was a good play for Gilbert Malabanan and Ronald Hawkins.
There was a miscommunication there between Bonbon and his teammate who's going to cover who.
Malabanan on the rebound, hands it off to Zagala, back to Gilbert, back to Mangiat for that corner three, no go, rebound, Fire Chief. Ang bilis ng facing dito ng ating third quarter, and it's a clear travel for the Fire Chief. Coach Ronald is not happy with that call.
Two crucial errors by Bonbon Custodio, the veteran. But still a long way to go. We still have a fourth quarter to look forward to.
But nevertheless, it's an inbound now for the Saints. Zagala, laban dito. Hawkins will take the three, and he makes it this time.
Ronald Hawkins.
That's what we're looking for. That three-point shot by Hawkins. I said he was silent now. Now he's on fire again.
He has been silent for quite a while now.
Isaiah De La Cruz.
Pero may sagot doon itong kabilang kupunan.
Despite of the fact that the Saints are doing a zone defense, still Fire Chief managed to get a bucket inside the paint.
Zagala hands it off on one of their big men. Ooh. Ball stays for the side of Saints basketball. 10 seconds differentiating our game clock and shot clock.
10 seconds, 7 seconds to go. Inbound play for the Saints.
Mangiat having a hard time here. A steal there by Ryan Tolentino. But Mangiat is eager to get back it. There's a foul.
Now we see a technical foul there. The coach of the Saints for excessive complaining.
His first.
Ikaw, coach, on your point of view here, dito sa kinakukuha natin.
Saints basketball.
Kung foul yon o hindi,
Oo.
it was a foul. It was a clear foul.
One of our referees is approaching their head, and I believe so. Coach Chad Sarmiento just has been called a technical foul.
Now this is crucial for Fire Chief.
As we
If he makes it, the free throw, they still keep the ball possession.
Oh, it is a blocking foul. It is. He's running against a.
So it was a good call by the referee. Now this is crucial for the Fire Chief. They have to make this free throw, which they don't.
But I think it's an extra possession for them.
They still keep the ball, the possession of the ball.
Tolentino.
Ryan
Yun na talaga
Tolentino.
yung signature shot ni Ryan Tolentino. Hindi na ako magugulat doon.
Ang nakakagulat doon, na-miss niya yung free throw. Pero yung jump shot na medyo mahirap, na may bantay, na-shoot niya.
Pressured kasi kapag
pressured.
nasa free throw.
Oo.
Nevertheless, the lead from 18 points when we enter our third quarter cuts down into 10. 63-53 still in favor of the Saints. Look at that. The aggressiveness and athleticism underneath for the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries made it feasible and workable for them to cut down the lead just by 10 points now. And Ryan Tolentino was one of the players who made it possible for them to make it. Nevertheless, it's a 10-point lead, 63-53. Sports Complex here in the beautiful city of Taguig for our fourth quarter of this ball game. We just received a message to give a shout out to the JC2 family and to Boss Jojo Ramos Cunanan who is watching us right now on our live. Don't forget to follow us on our official Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at V Sports. Going back here, the fourth and final quarter of this ball game, Renzi with the beautiful assist. And that was always a good cut for Ronel Manguiat. Kaya lang, bantay na bantay, sarado siya doon. But now let's turn it over to our courtside reporter, Francine Capili, for her update on Willie Wilson.
Willie Wilson is the UAP champion and was part of the historic DLSU team that won 4 straight titles. A former professional basketball player and member of the national team, and as well as an assistant coach. Name it and he has done it. As a defensive player and still one with a high IQ, he has truly made a lot.
Blind call on number 1, Josh Castillo is first.
Thank you so much, Francine, on that update to Willie Wilson. High IQ, that is one of the things I picked up from Francine's report.
So Willie Wilson is a good basketball player. Now he's a coach for the Xavier. He's a very intelligent player. That's why he's a court smart, high IQ basketball player. Don't look now, but the fire chief is slowly but surely creeping up behind the Saints. They're now down by only 8 points.
Hawkins picked up the miss by Manguiat there. Still no go. 2-0 run para dito sa Fire Chief. Ooh. The Fire Chief F. Cura Industries has been aggressive ever since we entered the second half, Coach Dino.
They have to. Start with the fourth quarter, they're implementing a man-to-man defense. Because they're down by 10 earlier or 12 earlier, right? So now it's only down to 8 points.
Coach Chad Sarmiento, the head coach of the Saints basketball. 64-55. Makes it 65-55. Both teams scores 2 as we started our fourth and final quarter. Bonbon carrying the basketball, guarded by Hawkins. Renzi against Faundo. Faundo back to Custodio, back to Wilson. Wilson against Malabanan. May sundot and a foul there.
That's a clear foul by Malabana. Wilson trying. They can't make a play for Faundo at the post. That's why they kick out to Willie Wilson, who has a slight advantage in quickness against Gilbert Malabana.
I just received the paper here. We'd like to shout out the Pitogo Sunday Club headed by Boyet Cruzado, Rico Gara, Jerry Ortiz, Nessie Albion, Danilo, Camille, and Oji Javier. I believe so na nandito sila ngayon here at our venue supporting and watching the V-Cup Sports 40 and above. Thank you so much to everybody who has been here. And of course, Coach Dino, mag-i-invite na tayo. To everybody watching us on our Facebook and YouTube, our game days is every Mondays and Wednesday here at the West Rembo Sports Complex, starting at 5:30. If you're free, you can watch here. It's free admission here. But going back, Zagala, pinasa dito kay Hawk, kay Manguiat underneath. Balik ang bola kay Gilbert Malabanan. Back to Zagala. Zagala to Renzi with the jumper, and it's good. Sukat na ni Renzi yun eh. Kitang-kita mo eh.
Good patience, moving the ball well for the Saints, hitting Renzi at the top of the key for that 2-point jumper. As we see earlier, for the Fire Chief, they're trying to make way for Bonbon to create the shot. No, unfortunately, it didn't go in.
7 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Baseline inbound for the Saints.
Still a long way to go. Just a 12-point lead with the lots of time left. 7 minutes, still a ball game. The Saints are not yet out of the woods here.
The closest they have is 9, or I believe so, not 7. But nevertheless, it's a miss. Hawkins tried to get it, but Bonbon was there. Josh Castillo almost misses it. Zagala, hinayaan niya doon si Josh Castillo. Yun ang ang wag na wag mong gagawin kay Jos Castillo because he still has the body, the athleticism na kayang-kaya pa yung i-finish yung fast break na yun.
Correct. He still has the ball control.
Mangiat, on the other hand, gets the beautiful cut.
The difference between the two teams offensively is the Saints are moving the ball very well, hitting that open shot, that open man, unlike the...
Look at that. Mangiat, kanina pa nila ginagawa actually yung play na yan,
Correct.
coach. It's just the perfect timing right now to put it kasi wala kang bantay. Nevertheless, it's still 12-point lead, 69-57 with 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Thank you. Going back here at the final 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining for our fourth and final quarter. As Gilbert Malabanan now has a total of 2 points. Nakakagulat to on the first half, I believe so. Sa first half, only 2 points for Coach Gilbert Malabanan.
Kaya 2 points na si Coach Gilbert Malabanan kasi yung if you watch the bench points like Mangiat, yung mga bench players sila nakaka-support So Gilbert doesn't need to score that much because he has his other teammates scoring for them.
Bawing-bawi naman sa ganda ng depensa at assist etong si Coach Gilbert Malabanan. Zagala hands it off to Renzi on that baseline inbound. Renzi against Willie Wilson and Jos Castillo. Malabanan said, let's take our time here. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh, bounce pass to Ronald Mangiat. Couldn't finish that one, but Zagala with that one-hand shot, no go. Rebound by Faundo.
That's another backcourt play for Mangiat. Oh,
But
good defensive. No, they lost the ball.
But that could have been a beautiful defensive move for Gilbert Malabanan. Malabanan hands it off to Ron Zagala. Zagala to Mangiat will take that three, no hesitation, but he misses that one. Wilson, back to Ryan Tolentino, but Wilson was there to pick up the mess of Tolentino.
A good run there by the fire chief. Now in 5 minutes, I expect run and gun type of play for the fire chief because they're still down by 10 points. They have to be active, both offense and defense.
C against Faundo. To Hawkins. I will not be surprised if he take that long three. But he did not see that the shot clock is already winding down there.
Hawkins took care of the ball too much, not realizing that the shot clock was down. Good defensive play there by the fire chief as they tried to inch closer.
Beautiful move from Josh Castillo. Oh, this is a doable lead. 69-61, just an 8-point lead. 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining on the fourth and final quarter.
Kapag tumira ay laging pasok Pumapalagay sa
Boss Jamie Velasquez, the CEO and founder of V Sports PH, together with us here at our venue. Of course, we'd like to congratulate him for building up this kind of league. Opens up a lot of opportunity for the players who has already done their career in the pro and in their collegiate.
Yes, this is a good league. At least there are players who could look forward to playing again against their former teammates, former opponents.
As Ronald Hawkins Hands to Renzi. Willie Wilson on the rebound. Naubusan na naman ng oras dito, Coach Dino, ang Saints basketball. But Faundo was there to pick it up.
The
No
Fire
go.
Chief should make this attempt. It's too bad they lost the ball and wasn't able to score that opportunity. As the Saints retain ball possession, still 8 points ahead of the Fire Chief.
3 minutes and 53 seconds remaining for our fourth and final quarter. Ooh, beautiful move from Gilbert Malabanan, pero so napalakas siya on that one. Rebound by Gustillo.
Foul on number 32.
That was a good foul by Mangiat against Gustillo,
Basketball.
preempting the
Shot clock at
fast break.
20 seconds.
But nevertheless, it's a sideline inbound. 69-61, just an 8-point lead.
It's another foul by Mangiat. Are they in penalty already? I think so. That's a 2-point. The referee is signaling two free throws for Gustillo. Now these free throws are crucial for the Fire Chief. They have to make all their free throws from here on end.
Gustillo knocks the first one, making this a two-possession ball game. And it is just a two-possession ball game from a 20-point big lead of the Saints basketball. With still a lot of time here. Ang mahirap sa Saints basketball, na-exert mo na yung effort mo in the third quarter kasi during the third quarter ka hinabol at mas hinabol ka pa nitong fourth quarter.
Pero tingnan natin, mga veterano na to eh. Alam na nila yung gagawin nila dito.
Zagala will take the three, too strong. But Desengaño was there for the putback.
Nobody backs him out. That's a crucial possession.
What a beautiful turnaround.
That's what Bonbon Custodio can do for you.
Zagala. 16 seconds remaining. They should have take a look at their shot clock. Dalawang beses na silang nauubusan dito ng oras. Malabanan, beautiful cut.
Now what I notice about the Saints is they're not moving the ball that much, unlike before when they were hitting that open man. Right now it's a ball screen after ball screen. It's a one-on-one after one-on-one. So there's no ball movement at all.
Three-pointer, no go for Bonbon. 71-65, 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Gilbert
Last 2 minutes.
taking all the time he needed to set up the play against Willie Wilson, our marquee matchup. Zagala takes the three, will not make it this time. Ball goes for the Fire Chief. Just a 6-point lead.
The problem with the Fire Chief, they're defending well. They get their possessions, but the problem is they're not converting. When the ball is with them, they're making good stops, but they're not creating baskets. But unlike here right now, as we see Wilson getting fouled.
Gilbert Malabanan, his fourth penalty.
Now again, as I mentioned,
For Willie Wilson.
free throws from now on are going to be crucial for both teams.
It's for Willie Wilson to make this 2 free throws. That is a crucial one.
With 1 minute and 38 left,
But we'll see, this is still a 2-possession ball game. He makes the second.
so it's just a 5-point lead.
Balik ang bola dito for Zagala. Zagala with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Will he make this one? Tinapon na lang ni Zagala, but Desengaño was there for the putback. Still no goal. Ball still in play for the Saints. 10 seconds remaining. Malabanan. Great D coming from Willie Wilson. Alam niya kasi na may height advantage siya compared to Gilbert Malabanan pagdating sa depensa. If you're guarding a much taller player with you, Coach Dino, that is what will happen, right?
Correct. That's what will happen precisely. But the thing is, Fire Chief didn't make a basket at that time around. Still a lot of time. Just be patient with the defense as far as Fire Chief is concerned.
Hawkins. Almost a miss. Fancy pass to Zagala. Zagala will take the three. He still not make it. Renzi misses it on his hands. Gustillo against Hawkins. Can't make it. Renzi for the rebound. Back to Hawkins. And I think they will make all the time here to have this. They will better not foul here. Renzi! Parang sumuko na rin doon. Itong si Faundo, they could have been able to get it. But it's just 15 seconds remaining. Nevertheless, it was a good game though para dito sa ating last game. The Saints basketball won over the F. Cura Industries Fire Chief. Just a 5-point deficit.
It was a good run by the Fire Chief. Minaris lang nung huli, hindi nila convert yung mga dapat nila ma-convert. But then again, it was a good basketball game for both teams.
And of course, that was a tough game, Coach. No, kanina, our first game, it was a 10-point deficit. Now it's at 5 points, and both teams are they've shown us a great game today. Not to mention that they're already 40 and above.
Correct. As we see our best player of the game, Ronald Hawkins.
Now let's turn it over to our courtside reporter Francine Capili dahil kasama niya na ang ating VCup Sports Best Player of the Game. Francine?
I am joined by the VCup Sports Best Player of the Game, Ronald Hawkins from the Saints basketball with 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. First of all, congrats po. So buong game, nasa inyo yung advantage. Ano po yung nasa isip nyo as you pulled off the win?
Ayun nga, bali, ginawa lang namin yung part namin, yung pinapractice namin, gaya nung sinasabi ni Coach Chad. Tiwala sa isa't isa. Diyan ang ipapanalo natin.
And now, is there anyone or ano po yung nagbigay ng strength sa inyo para to play a good game?
Ayun nga, bali, talagang disitutong kaming bumawi. Gawa nung other league sa kabilang liga, talagang na-disappoint kami. Kaya ito, babalik kami ng buo as a team.
Now, is there anyone po that you would like to greet or shout out?
Ayan, binabati ko nga pala, unang-una, Coach Dave, Consi Edward, Capariel, Boss Ray, tsaka kay Mayora, Mayor ng Santa Rosa, happy birthday po. Jay Eusebio, happy anniversary sa inyo. Mga tropang Sampaloc, tropang Amihan Tagapo, Laguna, Vice Jel, Mayor Jel, para sa inyo to. Thank you.
Again, Ronald Hawkins, our best player of the game, and now back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Francine, and congratulations to Ronald Hawkins, who has been the best player in the rest of the Saints basketball. Those 16 points of Ronald Hawkins, out of those was 4 3-point made. Coach Dino, no? Your final thoughts for this ball game?
Well, final thoughts ko, unang-una, congratulations sa Saints, no? Still early in the ball game kung sino yung mananalo at the end of this tournament, no? Because both teams, all the teams have their veterans in their own right, no? So it's a very much exciting game ahead of us.
It was good covering for you, no? And that will do it for our Wednesday doubleheader. The Saints basketball won over the Fire Chief F. Cura Industries with a final score of 71-66. In behalf of my partner, Coach Dino Ponce Enrile, Francine Capili at courtside, Direk Nomar Santiago, Direk Mike Danan, Direk Billy De Leon, and the rest of the men and women na nagtrabaho mula dito sa West Rembo Sports Complex in the beautiful city of Taguig. This has been Penelope Wilhelmina, and always remember that life is a better place to be when basketball came along.
dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat.
Literal na may gulang sa laro, seryoso at hindi nagbibiro. Pag umapak na sa court ay walang sinasanto. Maangas gumalaw, halata na veterano. Nakikipagsabayan, lumalaban hanggang dulo. Kung usapan ay basketball, hindi magpapatalo. Pag minama, sigurado na magtatanda. Pinatunayang kalabaw lang ang
Hindi
tumatanda.
nawala aming laro. Kapag tumira ay laging baso. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ng 40 to. Ipakita lang ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Nawala aming laro. Kapag tumira ay laging baso. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ng 40 to. Ipakita lang ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat.
Walang makakapigil sa aking karera. Kahit na sa edad kong itong abot 40. Andito pa ang angas at husay talino. Alam yan ng mga nakasabayang taga rito. Kaya pa rin mamanis pag hawak ko ang bola. Hindi magmimintis, tiyak, pasok ang bola. Wala akong sasayangin at aking susulitin. Kung gusto ko manalo, dapat lamang napilitin.
Hindi nawawala aming laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ng 40 to. Ipakita lang ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Hindi nawawala aming laro. Kapag tumira ay laging pasok. Pumapalagay kanino to. Kahit abutin ng 40 to. Ipakita lang ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat. Ipakita mo ang angas dito sa bigat.